Today's show is brought to you by Manscaped, the leaders in below the waistline grooming. But also, if you don't want to go below the waist, you see Mr. Deke over here. Clean shaven, smooth as a baby's bottom. The Lawnmower 4.0, you got that option as well to go ahead and take it up top once or twice to clean up the top part of it as well. But we also know, man, they have a plethora of things, man. Their performance package, which includes your, nose trimmers, because you do not want nose hairs. I know it's wintertime and people think, oh, the season's over. We don't care. It's the opposite. Deke got clean shaved because the season is over. Now the season's over, you got to dress it up and make it look real nice. We got to pay our significant others back for the time that we spent away on this grind. So with that being said, make sure you use my promo code, and the promo code is MOATS, MOATS. You use that, you get 20% off of your purchase along with free shipping worldwide. So stop wasting time. Check the homies out. Use the promo code. And when I tell you to trust me on this one, because your delicate twins will thank you. Luke Walker says Russell Wilson is tweeting an awful lot about the Steelers. Got the eye emojis. I guess I'll join Moats on the Bills train for the rest of the playoffs. So it goes like this. The Bills make me want to shout, throw my hands up and shout, kick my feet up. Just for anybody that was looking for answers, I was just trying to give that out, not that I'm recruiting. I don't recruit. I don't do that. I was just, I like to just give people information. That's all. Right. I like to give them information. But with the Russ situation, obviously we're definitely going to dive into the quarterback stuff heavy as this thing progresses even more, because as it stands today, we still don't have an official announcement from Ben that he's retiring. We still have not got that just yet. I know all signs are pointing to it.
You've gotten his comments even from last game. I guess he wants to make the official retirement announcement on its own, in a week or two, a month, whatever it is.
So I'm going to definitely respect that part as a guy who, wanted to make sure his announcement was done a certain way. I respect that for Seven as well. So until we get the official announcement, I don't want to, start preparing for Russ and who else could come in until we get that part. Just out of respect for the homie.
Well, not only that, you saw at the bottom of the ticker over this weekend that the Seahawks are moving forward with leadership they have.
Yeah, and that changes some stuff.
It said, and it included Russell Wilson. It said Russell Wilson, Pete Carroll, and I guess their GM.
Yeah, because those were the three where you were asking yourself, okay, has this run its course? But the difference was the final 2-3 weeks, the offense looked really good. I think they scored 50 points. I know in the finale, they might have did it back to back.
Well, they did it in the Lions game. Well. It was like 50, and then they had a good game against the Cardinals.
So I think a lot of this new found happiness out there is related to that. Whereas when the reports were coming out more so about them, being disgruntled and potentially this being it was in the midst of them losing all of those games where, for Russ and for Pete Carroll, those guys have never had to deal with that. But we also know that Russ has been hurt. We know that they're still going through a transition defensively in terms of rebounding from the Legion of Boom era. They still haven't successfully come back from that just yet. They've tried to, bring in the best safety in the nation, but he turned out to not be the best safety in the nation. So, they got some other stuff they got to figure out there.
Maybe Russ is going through the same thing as Rodgers, where you're thinking to yourself, where else am I going to find something better? Mm-hmm. There's talks about him going to the Giants as one of his teams. The Bears, I think, were on his list. Mm-hmm. The Raiders, but they're probably just going to stick with Carr. Yep. The Saints is the only team, but at the same time, it's like Saints didn't even make the playoffs. Now, they have a top 5 coach in Sean Payton.
Love their
But
defense.
You have that with the Seahawks already.
Right. And they already love you there, and you already have your legacy there, and you don't have to worry about going there and try to get out the shadow of Drew Brees. Because as soon as you go to New Orleans, it's going to be no different for the next quarterback that comes here in Pittsburgh. You're forever in the shadow of that legend until you surpass him. That's just how it goes. So I'm with you though, bro.
And that's what Rodgers has to be thinking now too. It's like, where am I going that's better than this right now? They surrounded him with so much talent.
How many years now in a row, not just playoff contenders, but NFC Championship game?
You have that wide receiver one that we were talking about in Devontae Adams.
You got it. Your O-line. They've done a good job of bringing guys in defensively.
And they were hurt this year too. They played really good this year.
No, absolutely, man.